Welcome to the Dream Big, Ball Hard podcast with your girl Venus McCall and your boy I Am Your Brand Man. Don't forget to subscribe. What's going on, y'all?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year's, y'all. Look like I took your thunder, V. You was all like... Happy New Year, everybody. It is 2023. We are back for the new year, 2023 Dream Big Ball Hard podcast, baby. I'm good. I feels good to be back. How about you?
I feel extremely good to be back. I'm excited. We finally made it to the new year. We've been talking about it for the last couple of months. It's here and it feels good.
Yes. Look, y'all, we making some improvements. We telling y'all, all y'all got to do is begin. We say, listen, we coming back with the video, so we had to get ourselves together. You know, we got the backgrounds for you, so you have all the marketing you need with Venus McCall. Yeah. I am your brand man. Yeah. I'm like, where's you? We got some microphones with us.
We got mics.
You hear me clearly. I might wind up doing, I don't know if you've seen them TikTok videos where they do the sounds and stuff like that. I forget, they call it ASM or ASR. I don't know what it is, but some people think it's satisfying. I guess it is for some folks. It gets a lot of views. I might just start chewing some gum and some microphones. But nonetheless, guys, we are back. We are getting more improved, y'all. And we are coming to you with this topic for this episode, which is goal setting in 2023. What does that look like? Yes. What does that look like? Yes, we Virgo minds matching up. But before we get into that, let's talk about the big dream for this week. Ladies first.
I'm just going to say in 2023, whenever you ask me the question what my big dream is for the week, I'm just going off how I feel. I have not written anything down. I don't think about it before I get on the podcast. Y'all get in real time dreams. But my dream for this week in this episode is to find my energy, whatever that may be, and match it all 2023.
Okay. Find your energy and match it. When you say match it, what do you mean? Do you want somebody else to match it or you want to match
No, I want to match it. I got to find it, whatever it is, and stick with it.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So yeah, I agree that energy is out there for you. Okay. My big dream is kind of like on the same kind of frequency on the plane. I am digging much deeper into the power of manifestation and making sure that I not just manifest things, but I just stay frequently vibrating on a love frequency, you know, kind of my Christ mind frequency, because that's how you continue to manifest. So we've had these conversations as far as like emotions being energy and motion. And so I am learning the power of being able to check my emotions, being able to label them and understand that nobody is doing this to me. I am doing this to myself. My body is chemically responding to the environment around me. And I think when I do that, this is my big dream for 2023, all 2023 is to stay on that frequency. Stay on that frequency of love and don't let nobody, baby, let nobody take me off of that frequency. No way, no how, no can, no now. Right. And so, yeah, y'all, that's my big dream. 2023, we going into it. We're going to manifest some things. We're going to talk about this too for goal setting. I don't want to steal all of the thunder away from the topic because I feel like I can go on this forever. I've been meditating, y'all, and praying all for the week. I always take the last week before we go into the new year just to settle it down, reflect, look back at what happened, what was, and what I want it to be. And so let's get there. Let's go there. So we got your big dream. You matching your energy in 2023. I'm manifesting
keeping the same energy.
Keeping that same energy, yo. Yes, we are matching it up 2023. So the goal setting for 2023. So you guys got goals. Everybody does this, right? New Year's resolution, right? You have your goals. So in the chats, if you want to go on and throw down, what are some of your goals, right? Because we're going to talk about taking the steps to get there to reach them. V, you actually were doing some planning and some goal setting with your clients and your clientele. I know you came to Philly. We didn't get the chance to meet up when you came in.
That sucked.
It's all good. It was too much going on. You had got a lot going on, and frankly, I wasn't leaving the house. I was like, people driving crazy. I would turn to an old man. But yes, V, talk about it. Talk about how you help these ladies plan.
So all right, we all know New Year's resolutions. We all know vision boards. We do all of these things because for some reason, when the new year comes in, it makes us feel that it's a new year, new us. We need to do new things. I don't know where that concept came from, who started it, but we're on a trend. We've been doing it for years. Why stop now? And that's cool. Like, I'm not mad at it because sometimes you do need to stop and reflect and start some new things. If January 1st is the time for you, okay. But my thing is that we make all of these New Year's resolutions, and I'm just going to use the most common one. I'm going to lose weight in the new year. The gyms are full the first month of January, and then February to the rest of the year, maybe right before summer, they're empty. And so I really was thinking about how can I help my clients not only set goals for the new year, how can I help them to strategically plan so that these goals can come true? Last year, I'm going to be very transparent. I heard somebody on a podcast talking about how they wrote down all of their goals and they stuck them around their mirror. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds so great. I'm going to do that. And I did it. I had like 30 different things that I wanted to do. And they were all, I have a Florida like a long mirror. And I had these sticky notes all on them. And then like by April, I didn't complete any of them. And I was mad. I ripped them all down. And I did leave one up, and I'm looking at it right now. I did leave one because that one, I was like, I have to do this because it was just one of my real goals. But I feel like we get pressured into what the new year is supposed to be. And we feel that we have to set all of these unrealistic goals
that part.
For our lives. And then when we don't achieve them, we feel like shit. And so I really had the conversation with my clients to say, hey, let's only set realistic goals. If you only have one goal, that is fine. Nobody says that you have to have 30 goals. But if you have 30 goals, that's fine too. Let's strategically plan these out. And so what I did is, and I'm doing it also again, I believe on the 17th, I'm doing it online. I did two, one in person. Yeah. But anyway, so that's a whole nother story. But and so
energy to match, huh?
Yeah. Let's write these goals down. So they wrote their goals down. They were great. I heard some great shit. And I'm like, okay, well, let's break it down into the year. So you said you wanted to do 12 things, and I'm using 12 because I'm not good with math, but 12 years. So if you're saying you have 12 goals for the year, that means each month you need to be complete in one of your goals or working towards one of your goals. It just makes it more simple. How many goals do you need to, like, it's just breaking it down from your goals to the year, to the quarters, to the months, and then to the weeks. So I broke it down for them like really hardcore, and it makes it more simpler. So now your list goes from 30 things, but now you have it strategically planned by quarter where you only really got to do 3 things a quarter. That's 1 thing a month. That's nothing. I can do that. But if you look at this long list and you have 30 things, and then by 4 months in, you don't have anything done, it's frustrating. And now you're ripping your vision board apart, or you feeling low, like, oh, I can't do this, or I can't achieve this, when all of it is you put the vision out there, but you didn't plan to achieve it.
That part.
I said a lot, and I hope that makes sense to y'all. The thing is that the world, they make us feel that we have to have all of these goals, but they don't train us and teach us how to achieve them. So I wanted to train and teach people how to achieve them. And it's just all strategically planning.
I like that. And I had to write a couple of things down. You know, I'm being my Evan now. This is one of my gifts my daughters got me for, oh man, it's not making.
Can't see it.
Oh, that's weird. It's gray. I don't know. That's weird. Things that are gray don't even pop up. Is it?
That clock did.
Does it block off my face? No. Yeah, that's so crazy.
No, stop.
I'm sorry. I'm
stop
doing
it.
Weird.
Stop it.
But So one of the things you said, V, that stuck out to me, a couple of things you said, but one, you said it doesn't mean anything, right? And what you meant, like those goals, like after a certain while, you wrote all of them around, right? And it just doesn't mean anything, or they don't mean anything, especially if you haven't accomplished them. So one, it told me that, okay, your goals have to mean something, right? Because you have to have some type of energy to go after these things, right? So if you just write, let's say a random goal of mine would be to skydive, like I always wanted to skydive, bucket list stuff, right? But if it has no real true meaning to me, I ain't chasing it, it's just going to be sitting there staring at me. But another thing you said too is you told them how to break it down, which I really, really love. I really, really love that advice. Reason being is it reminds me, I think it was Henry Ford that gave this quote that said, nothing is impossible if you break it down into small chunks. Like once things are broken down, you can truly accomplish it. Like if you think about an automobile, if you think about a car, how a car is built, it does everything we need it to do. It goes everywhere, but at the end of the day, that automobile is nothing more but a collection of parts put together to accomplish this bigger vision, which is the car you drive. And so I love the advice that you gave as far as breaking down the goals, right? Now, with that being said, I mean, I don't know how many goals they were coming up with, but I can only imagine that there's only but so many goals that truly can be accomplished if that's the case, right? Because if you have a lot of big goals, is there a way? I have an answer for it, actually, but is there a way to break them down? Once they're broken down, say I have 12 goals. And I want to achieve every last one of them. And they're all big, 12 big, massive goals. And I want to achieve all of them. We done broke them down. We done broke them down into months. And now my behind is overwhelmed. I am looking at this everyday thing. I'm like, how am I going to do this? I got a job. I got the kids. Right? How do you help me with that?
So, okay, good thing to say. So I want to start by saying, you said your goals have to mean something. So if you come to me and you say, hey, I have 12 big goals, I'm like, okay, great. I want you to really think about these 12 big goals. Do they all have to be accomplished in 2023? If they do, then let's work on it. If they don't, let's get the ones that you really want to do. Like you said, skydiving is something that you want to do, I'm using lose weight. I can say, like, if you are on your fitness thing and I'm like, dang, I might need to lose some weight. I'm going off of your goal now because you said you want to be fit. I don't care about losing weight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It doesn't mean nothing to you.
But it doesn't mean anything to me. So I'm going to first look at these 12 goals, and I'm not going to tell you which ones to do and which ones not to do. I'm just going to tell you to reevaluate your list. Yeah. Do all, because they're 12 big goals, you said. So are all of these a priority in 2023? If they're not, let's remove some. We can still work at them. We're not losing the goal. Like, let's say if one of your goals was in 2023, I got to buy a house. Do you have to buy a house in 2023? Like, is that like a priority? If it is, then let's work on it. But if it's not, then let's put fixing your credit in 2023.
That part. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
the
incremental steps that will get you there. Yep.
Right. So I would prioritize them first. And then after prioritizing them, I would break it down. Like how, so if you had 12 big ones, then I'm going to break them down. Which ones are more important? The most important and the most achievable ones I'm going to put in January, right? Let's say if it was to give me one of your goals. Give me 3.
Okay, I'll give you 3.
Just make them. You can make them.
No, it's all good. I got them 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, 1,000 subscribers on TikTok, and 15,000 on Instagram.
Okay, so is that your goal for 2023? So you have to have these by 2023.
Oh, I plan on having them in June, but by the end of 2023 wouldn't be, yeah.
So by June. Okay, right. So I would, if those were your 3 things and I'm going off the top of my head, you said by June. So I would put it to June, right? We're going to crush all 3 of these goals by June, period. That's what you want to do. Let's do it. June, right? So now I'm breaking down January, February, March, April, May. I'm going to divide the numbers by those months to say by January, you need this many followers. By March, you need this. February's next. Sorry. January, you need this many. February, you need this many. March, you need, and I'm breaking it down like that. And then once I get how many you need
Mm-hmm.
So how many did you say? Because I'm going to break it down with the calculator.
1,000 YouTube, 1,000 TikTok, 15,000 Instagram.
Okay. So that's 35,
do you need to know,
right?
Yeah. Do you need to know the number of that I have now? To
collectively.
You said
add them all up.
Okay, add them all up. So there's about 350 on TikTok, 350 on YouTube, 500
350 on TikTok,
350 on YouTube.
Okay, 350 on YouTube. Okay.
500 on TikTok, and 10,600 on Instagram.
All right. So we got the numbers, y'all. We figured out the math. Let's map this thing out.
Let's map it out.
And so you want to do all of this by June?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So why'd you put me on the spot like this?
Because you're the coach dominating women in entrepreneur business.
All right. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All the way jacked up your tagline.
No, it's wrong. So it's January. So we got 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got 24 weeks, right? Yep. And so I would break it down like that. So by June, you want to have this number. Let's start. And so you need 500. So then I would divide 500 into 24 weeks to see how many you needed to get per week. How many more followers did you? I would just break it down strategically from the months, the weeks. And then now you need to know, I need to bring in this many followers.
Each day, something like that.
You can do about a week each day. And if you don't, then you know you got to double it up. You see what I'm saying? And then strategically, it'll just keep you on your game. Because one time y'all be like, oh, I only got to bring in 10 a week. That's nothing. You know what I mean? And then the 1 week you bring in 20, you're like, oh, shit.
Yep.
Let me try to get.
Yeah.
And it just keeps you going. So that's how I would strategically break it down. Like I would just break it down to the easiest math. Because to say I need 500, it may seem small, but if you see that number even smaller, it's achievable. It's like, oh, that's nothing.
You can reach that goal.
You know what I mean? Like that's nothing.
No, I like that. And I wanted you to kind of go through that with the audience so they can actually hear the process of the breakdown, right? So pretty much what V did was she added up the goal, right? I gave her a number and this is good. Now this is, I got goals as far as getting certain numbers. Number goals are always good, right? Because it's like your sales goal. Like if we talk about that directly, let's talk about that a little bit because, one thing I always say is if Target, if Walmart, if Disney, if Netflix, if Facebook, if all of those big conglomerate companies has a sales department, why don't you have a sales department in your business? All of those businesses and conglomerates set the same goals and they look at their projections. They look at what the numbers were last year, and then they set goals based on what they know they can do, what their capacity is, and what they have done in the past. And if they want to set higher goals, right? Or if they just want to break even. But it's always good to start out with the numbers. Listen, men lie, women lie, numbers never will, period. Right. So you got to have these numbers in your head. So with your goals, even if your goal is like to skydive, right? It still breaks down into numbers. How much is it going to cost to skydive? When do I want to go skydiving? All of those are numbers and dates, right? You got to figure out how much it's going to take. If you got to put it in your budget, when can I put this money to the side? So everything breaks down in the numbers. And so I love how she did that. So what V did was she took my goal, took what I had. So take what you have right now, right? And then look at your goal. Right. And then look at that number of the goal. You want to subtract those two numbers to see where you got to go. That gives you the roadmap of, okay, let's break it down. I got to get 10, 20, 25 followers a week in order to reach this goal. Now, where some of us, let's bring in this weight loss theory, right? So people have this, I'm losing 15, 25 pounds this year. I'm losing 50 pounds this year. Week 1 goes by. They lose, they start off, they're on fire. Week 1 goes by, 12 pounds lost. Oh my gosh, I'm halfway there. 2 weeks go by, 1 pound loss. 3 weeks go by, I'm doing the same stuff, nothing's working. 0 pounds lost. Because what's happening a lot of times is that fat is turning into muscle if you're not doing the right workouts, and muscle weighs more than fat, right? But that's all in training, right? And so that's when most people stop, when the results aren't coming in the way they want them to. So let's talk about that part, right? So say I want to reach this goal. My follower goal is 25 followers a week. I'm ramping it up. I hit 30 the first week. Then it slows down 15. Okay, whatever. Now 5, right? There are 2 things I want to address. I want to talk about the systems that we need to put in place to make these goals achievable. So one thing like that you said, you broke it down for me as far as how many followers I need to get on each week, right? But the question still remains, how? How am I getting those followers each and every week, right? I already know the answer because I'm analytics all day. So I studied the numbers. So I do know and have my tactics, right? Because it always comes down and boils down to the tactics you use and how you measure these tactics. And so tactics are only based, you use tactics within the system, within the operating situation. And so I have my how on how I'm going to do that, right? But let's talk to the person that doesn't know their how.
So let's go back because I'm a crazy person. I got to say what I got to say. But so I got the numbers for you. And so I want you to write, do you have the numbers already before I go into this?
No,
what you should be doing. Okay, so I have the numbers for you. So for TikTok, and they're kind of off because I like to deal in whole numbers.
Okay.
So if TikTok, you want 500 each month, you need to bring in 84.
I want 1,000.
1,000, but you already have 500.
So I need 500. I want 5. You're right. My bad.
I was like, if you make me do this all over again. Okay. So you need 500. So each month till June, you need to bring in 84 new followers.
Yes.
Right. Each week, you need to bring in 21 followers a week. That'll get you to your 84. So you need 3 followers a day to get that 21 a week. So if you break it down to the day, you need to get 3 followers a day on TikTok until June. If you get more, that cuts it down faster. If you get less, you got to work harder the next week.
It all makes sense. And I like how you're actually breaking this down because I'm like, bet I can get 3 followers a day.
You can get 3 followers a day. You know what I mean? But you still can't slack up because it might be a day where you don't get any followers. So it still makes you go harder. So for YouTube, 650, you need 109 a month, 27 a week, and you need 4 a day. And so then for Instagram, you need 734 a month. You need 183 a week. And I think this is 21 a day. I think. I can't read my own handwriting.
Nope, it works for me. I like these numbers.
Right. And so here are the numbers. And then I will follow that up to say, well, let's make a plan to get these because 3 and 4 seems like nothing to get, but this 21 may be a little bit harder a day. So let's strategically work out a plan. How do you plan to get this? And then I would do a campaign with you because you like campaigns. And I would do a monthly campaign with you. And then I will break that down into how are you going to get those campaigns done for the week? Like which week are you doing? So if the month campaign is 84, 109, and 703, I would say the campaign is whatever you plan to do. And then each week you need to be posting about this. And then each day you need to be racking up the results.
Yeah.
And it could be easily as week 1, I'm going to do the follow train. I don't know if guys are doing a follow train. Do you know what the follow train is?
Not at all.
Okay, so the follow train, if the girlies is here, we know that the follow train on TikTok is if you're a black girl, but I think you need to start a follow train for men.
It's basically, yes, I did. I saw that.
If you see this coming up on your thing, that means the algorithm loves you and I'm trying to get my followers up. Follow me and I'll follow you. I literally just got like 300 and something followers in a week.
Dope.
On TikTok just by doing a follow train. So I think if you do some follow trend things or have some, and so that could be week 1. Week 2 can be every time you post, hit follow me, I'll follow back. Everybody wants followers. So if you putting stuff down there, follow me, I'll follow back. I think you can get it. Week 3, whatever. Tell people to follow you. Like you have to strategically, you know the numbers. Now, how are we going to get these numbers? So strategically in a month, my thing is going to be organic traffic, right? Campaign for January can be organic traffic. Week 1, I'm doing a follow trend. Week 2, I'm doing this. Week 3, I'm doing this. Next month, that can be paid follows, because you can promote your stuff and tell people to follow you. You can hit that, so you can do a paid one to get it. We don't care how we getting it.
The goal was the goal.
So I want you to do month 1, January. I think it should be organic, and then and then some weeks it has 5 weeks in it. So you really want to get to this number faster, because I did every week by 4.
Yeah, actually, the way you broke down the numbers, and I love it, V. Thank you. And guys, you getting real time action, because I'm in class right now. I've been taking my notes and everything.
I ain't like that you put me on the spot like that, but I'm
Coach V. They gotta see the skills. Listen, so see how she broke that down in the numbers. I don't want to say I'm good on it. Like, no, because I was listening. I'm like, okay, follow trend. I wrote that down. Follow campaign, because it was an idea I didn't even think about. I have my tactics in which I know work for me in order to get followers. But it's always good to hear from other people. This is why you need coaches. This is why you need mentors, people. Holla at your girl V, because you see how she just broke that down for me. And then we started talking about the how. We started strategizing, because that's what a lot of you miss when you set these goals. And you, even if you get past the part of breaking it down, sometimes when you break it down, it still looks overwhelming, right? But you have to have some capability of strategizing. You had to know how to strategize and to get to where you had to. Why does strategy work? Because strategy is actually measurable. Everything is a science. When you get, everything is science. Everything is math and science. Honestly, everything is math and science. So you want to measure, you want to check, you want to see if it's working. Don't just start posting and saying, I'm following the rules. I'm posting 5 times a day and nothing's happening. First off, if you post 5 times a day, something should happen. If it's not happening, check your content. That is just that, right? Check your content, or check the fact that you don't have a niche and you're not talking to somebody directly. Those are a lot of things. But now that I'm getting into my social media bag, but nonetheless, break them down. Another thing I wanted to add on was just making sure, and I'm big on this year. This is one of the things that I'm really going to be big on, is creating systems for every last goal that I want to reach. I don't believe that people can reach their goals without a system. That is my core belief. There is no way you can reach this goal without having some type of system. These goals don't fall out of the air, y'all. Like your mama always told you, money ain't growing off the trees. Like it ain't doing that. So you have to create systems to put into place. Our minds are running on a subconscious programming 95% of the day. We're running on autopilot. What is autopilot? That means you're just going. Your body is doing what it's used to every single day. When you're at work, you turn on your music, you're going through like it's autopilot, right? And so you got to figure out those autopilot systems for your business, for your goals. You need to figure that out so you can accomplish them. And the latter part I wanted to ask was, what happens when my goals don't get reached, right? And I'm losing steam, I'm losing inspiration. And whatever your answer is will take us into the next episode for sure, because we wanted to talk about, how to stay inspired, but go for it.
When you're not reaching your goals, you have to surround yourself with people who are going to hold you accountable to your goals. Like even while Jared was talking, I wrote down 2 more ways for him to get followers. Right. You have to keep yourself connected, whether it be a coach, whether it be your friends. Like my new slogan is, I don't know if you told me this, somebody else told me this, but I'm saying it like it's mine. If you are the smartest person in your circle, it is not a circle. Finish it.
It's a cage.
It's a cage.
Yes.
You have to surround yourself. If you want to get to you want to get your followers up, you need to be following people who are talking about how to get followers. That's another one. That's not even on my list. You need to be surrounding yourself around the people who have tons of followers, and you need to be in their DMs. Like I'm being thirsty 2023. Like I'm sliding in people DMs, and I'm not caring how y'all look at me. I'm not caring how you feel, because I need to know, what did you do to strategically get these followers?
Facts.
Some people are not going to tell you, but some people are going to tell you, because some people gatekeep and some people don't. So what I would tell you is, when you start feeling like shit because you're not go and get in your goals, go back to the drawing table, figure out who's around you, who's draining your energy, who's uplifting your energy, and how can you connect yourself with some of the people that already have your goals or that are trying to get to the same goals as you.
I like that.
That would be my advice. Hire me as a coach.
That part.
No, I'm joking. But seriously, get around. Like, I have so many things. I have this Womanpreneur membership where it's just about women being around women who motivate each other. You have to stay connected to people who are doing something. And so, Jared, before we end this episode off, I got 2 more things for you because I want to see you reach your goal. Like, I am claiming that you will have these TikTok and YouTube is going to be done. For one, if you're watching us right now, go follow him.
Yes. And if you go follow me on the page that this is on, it's only 21 subscribers at this point. My goal for that is about 500. I'm not that thirsty for that. It's on my Josiah page. I want to followers because that's where we're going to start monetizing. Okay,
so first of all, he is going to drop in the chat where he wants y'all to follow him at.
Because you gotta get man, baby.
Oh, okay. So
it's all in. It's I Am Your Brand Man. This is where you're going to get it from. But yeah, go follow I Am Your Brand Man. I'm cool with that. And Josiah Enterprise. It's Josiah Enterprise TV. You know what? I'm gonna just make sure all of the links there.
Thank you. Put it in the chat. So your first one, I want you to do one of your week campaign. I want you to give away a t-shirt. I want you to do a follow giveaway. Hey guys, make sure you tag, like, subscribe to this page. Follow me. I'm doing a t-shirt raffle. You know, you got them free t-shirt campaigns. The little ladies, the aunties, they love your free. They love it.
I didn't even think about that, V.
Do that. That's the first thing. And then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to generate a message, which I can help you with that. Generating a message to get more followers. And I want you to pay your virtual assistant to DM every single person that's not following you to get them to follow back. Because I know we have a lot of people on our timeline that we follow, but they're not following us. So if you DM them and say, hey, I'm a part of your community,
but you're not,
and I love your I love your community and what you stand for and what you're doing. I want to welcome you into my community. If you can you follow back? See how many organic, that is a part of the organic week.
I actually really, really like those ideas. I'm glad I gave you these goals and nothing else, because honestly, I was just going to drop all of my non-followers. I was just going to get rid of them.
Nope. Now, if they don't, then you may consider getting rid of them. But I think you need to reach out to them. And then, guys, we always know when you're reaching out to somebody and you want something, it's always good to give them a compliment. Ask for what you want or say what you don't like, and then follow it up with another compliment. Hey, I love being a part of your community. I love what it stands for. I love what it's doing. I want you to be a part of my community. If possible, if you have a chance, can you hit the follow back? So this could be whatever you want to say, and then end it off with, I see you. I appreciate you. I love what you're doing.
A compliment sandwich. I love it.
Look forward to working with you.
I love it. Yo, that's some dope advice. Y'all, go hire this woman for your coach. You see what she just did to me, y'all. This was supposed to be a podcast episode. Y'all just got a whole little coaching session for free. Listen, that part.
And ladies, if you are interested, stay connected to me. Make sure that you guys follow me, because I am doing this same thing with 2023 preparation party online. I believe it's Sunday the 15th. I had to look at the calendar. Stay connected with me. Ticket sales will be dropping soon. Because sometimes we need, it makes it so much easier. Like looking at that big number, it's like, how am I going to do this? But if you don't have a plan, and here's the backup, I'm going to be on Jared's tail. Like, hey, how many followers did you get today? How many followers did you get this week? What are you doing? Okay, you didn't. You got 10 this week. You got 5 this week. What did you do last week that you didn't do this week? Or what did you do to get those 10? Let's do it. Let's 10 exit and then get 20.
10 exit. I love it. And even more, staying on top of me in the sense of these strategies you gave me, because guys, I really got to break down what all just happened here, because I know we were doing math and you might have got tired or however like that, but let's turn that creative brain right back on, right? Because V just did something for me and for y'all. So one, You set your goals, right? We're done with putting these goals all over our windows as affirmations, right? You can still do that. That's great. But let's put the ones up there that we have to plan for, right? Because that's what it means. Like, and we only plan for what we want to do, what we mean to do, right? And so one, making sure that it has meaning, breaking them down. If I know that by June, I want to have this, or by December, I want to have this, then we have 12 months or 6 months to break it down. We're at the beginning of the year. Y'all better get out your stuff and start doing this now. Break it down in the numbers. Break it down by the numbers, by the week, by the day, even by the hour if you have to. Sometimes some people are very anal. So if you anal, get anal with it, right? Break it down to the numbers. And so this gives you your goal. This is how sales companies and sales teams work. They look at the numbers and the goals and they say, okay, I got to do X, Y, and Z to get this every single day. And so now let's talk about that X, Y, and Z. The X, Y, and Z is your strategy, is your plan. So V just gave me strategy and plan. She said, do a follow. Now I do giveaways once a month, but I've never done an intentional giveaway for following me. Right. And so that's something, because I also said I did want to DM people that already started following me and invite them to the free giveaway. So that was a strategy. This is another beautiful thing. Guys, this is why it's important to have a coach and a mentor. This is why it's important to have a Venus by your side, I Am Your Brand Man by your side, because we pull ideas from our own experiences and other things, right? You can't do this all in here by yourself. If you're a solopreneur, that's cool. But if you think you got all the juice, you're wrong.
You in a cage.
You in a cage. You in a cage. You in a cage with this, where the smartest person is you, and there ain't nobody else around. So you're in the biggest cage. So you have to, like, I love it. She gave me this idea. So now I'm like, all right, bet. Follow me. You're going to get a giveaway. But not only that, now I love this compliment sandwich thing. Y'all heard what I was about to do with these non-followers. Non-followers, I was just going to drop them. But I know for a fact that she's right. If I reach out to these non-followers, I got good content, and I'm only following people that I know would appreciate my content. And so we all know that that's the follow game. You follow a bunch of people, they follow you back. Some do, some don't. That's the game, right? But with this, I love this strategy because you DM them, you get personal, you say, hey, I gave you I love the compliment sandwich too, because I always say you can't go to people just asking them, coming to take. You got to give something too. So that compliment is that give. You give them that compliment, then you ask for your take, and then you back it up with a compliment, right? And so whether now you did something, you put that energy out there in the universe, and these people have to respond. If they do not, that don't worry about it. And then the other thing is, y'all, like, if you're on this is if you have social media goals like mine. Because I see people do this all the time. I DM'd them yesterday and I ain't hear nothing back.
People busy.
People are busy. Like I did that. I was on somebody's live, and one of my strategies was like, okay, I want to get more people joining in on my lives. I got to join in on more people's lives. That was just it. So I started jumping in on people's lives, and my name on Instagram and everywhere else, I Am Your Brand Man, is pretty catchy. Everybody does the same thing. They read it and they're like, I like that, right? I get that energy all day. And so we were going back and forth, and I was just commenting. And she did say something like, dropping my DMs and tell me about what you got going on. And so I did. This was about 2 weeks ago. She just got back to me today. I totally forgot I DM'd her. And then when she finally got back to me, I didn't even think nothing of it. I was too busy to respond. I just hearted it, right? But I say all of that to say, y'all, is don't sit around, don't plant the seeds and then sit there and stare at the soil. It don't work that way. Plant the seed, water it, walk on, plant some more seeds, y'all. So y'all got this for 2023. Set your goals, break them down, make your plans, make it plain. Then reevaluate and re-strategize. Everything is not going to work. V, right? We all know this, right? It's all not going to work, but you can make it work for you. With that being said, V, drop them, tell them that tagline, tell them where they can find you. Get it in, y'all. Dream big, ball hard. I love this episode right here. This was dope.
Yeah, it was super dope. My tagline is different going into 2023, y'all. Yeah, and I don't even really know if it is a tagline. But for 2023, I'm standing for building sisterhood, building community, building brands.
Amen.
So I just want to be connected to women who want to grow and who want to do more, womenpreneurs. And that word confuses people sometimes. But I'm a womanpreneur, and if you are out here busting your butt, doing whatever you need to do to get it done, you are a womanpreneur too. So I am building a community of womenpreneur, and we are letting the men like I am your brand man be in our space. No, I'm joking.
That's good. Listen, let me in.
We rule the world. And I just want women to know that entrepreneurship is hard and it is not supposed to be done alone. So I am your girl. I want to be by your side. So all of that is my tagline. Taglines to me, it's just last year I just was all into what people were saying I was supposed to do. So I was doing all these things, and taglines are great. Don't let me knock anybody for the tagline. Taglines are great. But for me, I am here just to help women in whatever capacity that they need help to make their business go further. That's who I am.
She say all of this, y'all. Oh, wow. I finally got my tagline and called her on it yesterday.
You called me and I wanted to be like, who cares about taglines anymore? But
yes, she helped me with it.
I let you live. I was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, right. You all the way let me be great. Tagline, new tagline.
Let's go.
Let's expand your brand. I am your brand man. Y'all, you can hit me up for your shirts. You can hit me up for brand consultation. You can hit me up for social media marketing techniques and strategies, so on and so forth, analytics, all of that stuff. My goal, I don't sell just shirts. I don't sell just courses or whatever. I'm selling encouragement. I'm selling inspiration. I want to encourage and inspire the dreamer inside you. This is what this Dream Big Ball Hard even started behind. That's my why. I want to encourage you to be the best you. That's who I am at my core. And how do I do that? I do that by helping you expand your brand. Whether you know it or not, you have a brand. Whether you work it or not, you have a brand. Whatever you are consistently known for, that is your brand. Whether you are showing up on social media or not, that's still your brand, y'all. So guess what? It is your job to monetize on that brand. So even if you are at a job, I was just telling my cousin this, who just got a banging new job. I was like, yo, start building your brand. Be that person that nobody can replace. Because when it comes down to it, nobody can replace you. And so, y'all, with that being said, build your brand accordingly, right? You heard the gifts, you heard the gems we dropped. Dream big, ball hard. Follow us on all of the platforms, Venus Mac Hall, everywhere. I am your brand man, everywhere. Until next time, y'all, drum roll. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Thank y'all.